Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Welcome to KTV TV and friends. And wife. Who is also a friend. Hi, I'm Kevin,
I'm Mary.
I'm Jennifer.
I'm Jason.
and we are playing Architects of the West Kingdom, which is... Oh, hey, look at this. Look at you being so
Vanna White over
clever. Oh, it even is in the correct textual direction. So we're playing a game called Architects of the West Kingdom, which is
Textual orientation.
textual orientation. All right, I suppose I walked right into that one. It's not quite a city builder.
It's more like worker placement.
Yeah, worker placement thing. It's like Nefarious, which was another game that we were going to look at playing tonight. It's actually kind of very similar to Nefarious.
Mhm.
Weird. Anyway,
We should play Nefarious next time.
nice to see that other Kevin got a haircut. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, we have a viewer.
Hi.
Hey, it's a Jeff.
Oh, hi.
No, like literally Jeff, if you were unaware.
I do recognize the name, yes.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Hold on. Let's see how the new thing looks. Oh,
Nice.
ooh, fancy overhead view. It looks different. Um, so
Look at it being all right side up.
let me steal the rules for a moment because I'm going to give the little bit of flavor. Now, this is actually incredibly appropriate to my normal Crusader Kings audience because Architects of the West Kingdom is set at the end of the Carolingian Empire, circa 850 AD.
Sure.
That's about what Crusader Kings' early start date is.
Ah.
That's Carolingian is Charlemagne.
So which achievement are you going for?
I don't know much until we get to about the 1550s.
Yeah, Crusader Kings ends at like 1470-ish. Yeah. As royal architects, players compete to impress their king and maintain their noble status by constructing various landmarks throughout his newly appointed domain. We did not dress in costume.
No.
Shh.
Sorry. Continue. I will stop talking now.
You can complain about your character's timely,
Let's put
inaccurate
on our
artwork.
listening ears, dear.
Players will need to collect raw materials, hire apprentices, and keep a watchful eye on their workforce. These are treacherous times. Rival architects will stop at nothing to slow your progress. Will you remain virtuous or be found in the company of thieves and black marketeers?
I'm going with thieves and black marketeers.
That's what you're going with?
You lose victory points that way, but
Yeah, just
Golf scores.
Sure.
golf scores. Yes. So
We all know I'm not going to win.
that's sure. I do want
Well, with an attitude like that.
pull up Twitch activity. Ah, there we go. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that I got this up. I realized that I should have
We're
had
nice
this.
and prepared.
Click.
I should have had this
We're
up
good.
already.
We're existing.
Mm-hmm.
Existing is a thing that's happening.
Yes, yep. Existing is a thing that's happening. Existing without being sick.
I don't have to make lunch for work tomorrow.
Oh, that's good. Are you guys getting pizza?
No, we're getting falafels.
Falafel?
Why are
Yep.
we getting falafel?
Because that's another thing that people at our work like.
Awful
Okay.
falafel? Hopefully not.
I'm not going to complain about this.
Mean.
But,
So I'm doing good, Jeff. Except for they've been having construction by the apartment, which makes
Yes.
it hard to sleep during the day.
Practically outside our window.
yeah, Alice and I, when we were sitting out in your backyard the other day, we were like, oh, look, we can see the construction right from here.
Yeah.
So then we drove by it later, and she's like, I'm like, oh, look, the construction. She's like, and you can see Auntie Jen and Uncle Jason's.
Yeah, you can.
It makes
What,
the whole
um,
apartment shake.
What time period was this from again?
1850s. The Carolingian...
300 years
Eight,
ago?
850s. Sorry,
Thank you,
yes.
because I was like, no, I'm very familiar with the
1850s.
1850s. Thank you.
Are you looking up appropriate dress for 850?
No.
That's fine, go ahead. Just as long as you pay attention to the rules so that
I'm
we all know
listening.
how this is working.
50.
850 AD for what it's worth. So we're not going to go over the rules in super detail, but let's go over the basic idea of the game. Everyone knows no one cares about the rules.
Except the people playing, we care about the rules.
No,
We
no.
have to at least do a credible job of playing the game.
Could always play Calvin Ball.
That's what we have Jeff for. When Jeff gets here, then we'll play Calvin Ball, okay?
Okay.
I probably will not stream that. The aim of Architects of the West is to be the player with most victory points, because it's a Euro game, at the game's end. Points are gained by constructing various buildings and advancing work on the cathedral. Throughout the game, players will need to make a lot of moral decisions. However, only at the game's end will their virtue be judged. You know, like when you die. When the underhanded deals here and there might not seem like much, but fall too far and you will be punished. Why did I say when?
It didn't.
Why did I say when? A few underhanded deals. Listen, all right, never mind. The game ends.
Never mind.
Exactly. The game ends once a set number of constructions have been completed. So, let's do the basic setup, and then we'll go over the areas of the game. So Jason and I have already done. Jeff, did you never read Calvin and Hobbes?
What?
Okay, I have a comic book to lend you later.
Listen, man, hands are hard.
Ugh. Yeah.
So, place the main board in the center of the playing area. Shuffle all black market cards and place them in a pile on the left black market space, small market side face up. Shuffle all reward cards and place a number face down next to the cathedral. In our case, 9. 9.
Nine.
Place all debt cards face up near the guardhouse, unpaid side face up.
9.
Ooh,
I just say
9.
that anytime
We're
anything
on-
goes wrong.
We're on step 5. Place all multiplier cards near the board. Shuffle all apprentice cards and face them face down. Place them face down. In a pile to the right of the board. From the top, reveal and place one apprentice card face up in each of the 8 spaces of the workshop.
Okay.
Miss Vanna
These
White?
are the apprentices you can hire, correct?
Correct.
Is there a specific order
No.
that I put them in? Okay.
They're supposed to be shuffled. So,
I mean, yeah, okay.
So
Oh, there's
in
somebody
theory-
named Leslie Nope.
this is. Oh, that's activity from my last stream. Yes, one of my subs gifted a sub to somebody else in chat who is called Leslie Nope with a Z. Yes, I was very happy about that. From the supply, place 4 silver.
Reference.
Oh, I'm sorry. Place all the stuff off the screen so that you can't see it. That's all the silver and other resources. Make a bank, basically. Shuffle all building cards and place them face down to the left of the workshop. From the supply, place 4 silver in the space above the tax stand. Each player takes 1 player board, which we can all show off what our players are.
Oh,
On it.
hold
Haha.
on.
Yep, sure.
Am I upside down? I'm upside
Yeah.
down. Sorry.
Hey, there we go.
That's us.
I don't have the actual colors up tonight, so
It's all good.
figure out who's purple. All right.
Hint, it's me.
You forgot the name of it, but it's a game. It's a strategy game. You have a
Informative.
game. Okay, I would like to know more. Continue. And 20 worker tiles. Oh,
I feel like most games are strategy
can I?
games.
No. Okay. You got it for free. That's worrying.
No, it's not.
Each player places one of their colored player markers underneath
Markles?
colored player markers.
It has German writing on it.
It had German
Oh,
writing on
The
it.
German, like not English. Like
Yeah,
you don't
wait,
know
are
the
we going
rules?
to have to translate this?
Oh, I'm bad at German.
999.
Oh,
Ja. I'm aware. Yes, that's the joke, Jennifer. Each player places one of their colored player markers underneath the cathedral and the other on number 7 of the virtue track.
Hey,
From the pile. Okay, so now here's the fun part. From the pile of building
Fun
cards,
part.
Jason, could you deal 4 cards to each player? We get to draft now.
Oh, yay.
Yay! I miss
oh,
Magic.
I don't remember there being drafting in this.
Yeah, there's drafting. From their hand, each player chooses 1 card to keep, placing it face down in front of them. All players then pass their remaining cards to the player on their left. Players then choose 1 of these cards to keep and pass the remaining cards again. Of the last 2 cards they receive, players must choose 1 to keep and place the remaining card face down underneath the building pile. So, we end up with 3. Note that players are not permitted to know what building cards their opponents hold in their hand throughout the game.
I look at them, yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
look
you
at
look at
them,
them.
take one,
Okay.
pass the rest to
Face
your
down.
left.
I
So-
don't.
It has islands and
Can I
tasks, and
have
it's
a
super
random
simple.
one?
Yes.
All right, that's fair, Jeff.
So
We'll get started
this
eventually.
Is the victory points you get for it.
Ah,
Okay.
yes.
This is the kind of apprentice you need to build it.
Okay.
These are the resources you need.
That makes sense.
At the end of the game, if you have the most of this, then you get 2 victory points. So
Cool.
sometimes there are things that happen at the end of the game, and
Mhm.
sometimes there are things that happen once right away.
Okay. Do they always have that little flag if it's the end of the game?
I think so.
And they have
Yeah, the flag at the end of the game, the lightning
and they have a
bolt is
lightning
immediately.
bolt if it's immediately. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Lightning bolt often means action
And
card.
some things need more than one apprentice card type.
Will it tell me that?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
Top left will have little pictures
it'll have
Cool.
more than one.
of like an axe, a paintbrush,
yeah,
or a
okay.
hammer.
And some of them don't need any.
Ah, that's a paintbrush. Okay.
You take one and pass the rest.
Correct. There are only 3 types of apprentices, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
There's like
Choppy kind,
the like
the
axe
hammer
kind,
kind.
the hammer kind,
And
and
the painty
artist
kind.
Yeah. Worker, builder, and artisan, I guess. I don't know.
Take one and pass.
Drink some coffee.
Yes, sure.
It has islands and tests, and it's super
Yeah,
simple,
I know,
it's
right?
surprisingly
That's
fun.
yeah.
Okay, so these
This-
rules.
Oh.
That's a lot of rules.
There we go. Islands and tasks. That sounds an awful lot like Animal Crossing.
Right?
And then
And then you choose one for you and one for discard. I think it was.
Yes, one for you and one for discard.
cool. For me, and one for discard.
Did you pass your?
I did.
Yeah. I have lots
Oh,
of
that's
things now.
here. Got it.
Those are mine.
You can't have them.
I don't know what that symbol
When
means.
you are ready, go ahead and
I don't.
Jeff has sent me a picture of the. Nope.
I want that one. Cool. Okay.
Jeff is being grumpy that he is not
Discard.
playing the game.
Mm,
We got our shots during the next week,
Yeah.
so early April.
Discard.
It's happening. Yes,
Yeah, we get our second one on Saturday.
Mhm.
and I get my second one on Wednesday.
And Jason-
soon.
Jason has
I know.
to wait.
Next week. They're moving it up to April 1st instead of April 5th.
Oh, that's so exciting! I'm gonna sign up for your shop as soon as you possibly can.
I will. I will share the picture. This is. All right. So now we've all got up our hand. So randomly choose the starting player. They receive 3 silver from. They receive 3 silver from the supply. The second player receives 4. The third receives 5. The fourth receives 6. So
Me too.
rock paper scissors.
Sure.
What are we
Tournament style?
You 2 rock paper scissors.
Oh.
Rock paper scissors shoot. All right, Jason goes first. So
Jason gets 3 silver.
Jason, you get 3 silver, and then Jason will get 3 silver, but
Not
yeah,
yet.
no, actually, we're gonna get it right now.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just gonna get it right now. So you get 3,
doing? Hooray!
Jen, you get 4,
Thank you.
Mary, you get
Dankeschön.
5,
Thanks.
and I get 6. 6. Somebody's gonna be like, "How many did you take?"
A bajillion.
You said Dankeschön right before that, so my brain tried to do that
Dankeschön.
as a foreign language. So I was like, "Ow, bajillion. Nope, that's not what just happened." All right. When playing for the first time or teaching others, there are 3 key concepts to understand. Worker investment. Each player has 20 workers. Each turn, they will place one of these onto the main board. It's not a meeple, but it's basically
close.
a meeple.
It's like almost like a little chess pawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a general rule, the more
Blacklisted.
times players visit the same location, the more they benefit from it. Capturing workers. While at the town center... Sorry, I was reaching too far. While at the town center, players can recruit locals to capture groups of workers. This might be because they believe that a player's workers are being greedy or involved in shady dealings.
These are the shady deals.
Yes.
I mean, presumably the forest also has shady dealings, but captured workers are placed onto the capturing player's board. On a later turn, they can throw them in the prison, earning 1 silver per worker for their troubles. However, the targeted opponent can later visit the guardhouse to release them at no cost. This is the primary way of returning workers during the game.
I have a clarification.
Yes.
I put other people's people in jail,
Yes.
and it costs me silver or it gets me silver?
You
It
get
gets
it.
you silver.
Okay.
So you want to get a lot of them so that you trade them in for 1
1 silver each.
1 silver each. Yes.
Okay.
Now, granted, placing them at the guardhouse, the guardhouse is also a place to capture from. The prison is not. So, fun fact. And then virtue. A lot of choices will alter the player's positions on the virtue track. Ending the game with a lot of virtue will award victory points, while low virtue will cause players to lose them. However, being devious isn't all bad. Sitting low on the virtue track allows players to skimp on their taxes during the game.
That's what these little symbols mean.
Yes. So,
What does this symbol mean?
If you're here or above, you can't take black markets. And certainly this symbol means if you're here or below, you can't build a cathedral.
So,
Mm.
the end of the game is triggered when the last worker is placed on the guild hall. So this is the guild hall up here. So the ones that say 5+, we don't place in. So as we fill up the other ones, okay?
So, zoop, zoop,
Yes.
zoop, and zoop.
Yes.
Right there.
The current player finishes their turn, then each player, including the current player, has 1 final turn. So there's 1 more round, including that person. It is important to note in the final round, players may still place workers in the guild hall. They should be placed to the side of the guild hall. So, all these big open circles, we can place as many as we want. Only 1 in each of the places of the black market, pretty much. Is
Is everyone putting in their lunch orders?
group text going crazy?
They're all just like replying to the group text about like, oh, thank you, instead of following the directions to give their order tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I showed my boss how to turn off group texting just temporarily so that he could send us those messages without me hearing about the fucking Patriots.
Yes.
Like, isn't that nice? Anyway,
Who called her cute?
so for what it's worth, when you place your workers down in the guild hall, they can never be removed.
Never.
So, placing them up anywhere else, they are at risk of being captured
The Supreme
by
Court,
going
you're
to
there
the
for
town
life.
center. Cool?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
So, the
Cool.
quick overview of the locations. We have the quarry, the forest, the mines, and the silversmith. And basically, these are going to give you a number of resources. So it's pretty straightforward. So for each worker that you have here, you gain 1 stone, etc., etc. Silversmith is 1 silver plus 1 per worker. And then the mines, you can see you can have 1 gold per 2 workers, or 1 clay plus 1 clay per worker. So, does that make sense? It's
Sure.
pretty straightforward on what the. Does that make sense?
It says it right there.
It says it on the board. When you decide to go, you put it on the board.
Because I am not going to remember all that right now.
Exactly. Yes, that's the point. Everything is written on the board. So, the king's storehouse
Also, to be fair, I was distracted thinking about how not enough people are wearing yellow and red. Because those were readily available dyes.
In Germany?
In those times.
In Germany?
Probably.
Cool.
Yeah, they came from plants.
Okay. So,
One of them was called madder root. It made red.
so,
What else makes red?
The more you know.
so the
Don't
King's
follow
Oh,
me.
you-
the
Useless
King's
information.
Storehouse. Every time you place a worker here, you
Mhm.
get to basically activate it. So if I have one worker here already, then I get one action per worker. So I get to do this multiple times as I place more and more there.
Yeah,
Um,
nefarious.
You can either trade in 2 basic resources essentially for a virtue, or trade in 3 of stone or wood to get marble. It does not have to be 3 of a kind. It can mix and match.
Cool.
Okay. You don't have to take it multiple times. So, if you have multiple workers and you only want to do it once. The workshop, you can either draw new building cards, 1 + 1 per 2 workers that you have,
Mhm.
or you can hire an apprentice. You'll notice 1 worker on the space, 2 workers on the space. You get to choose from either of these. If you have 2 and you want to get, this one, you can place a silver on this to skip it. So if I only have 1, I can place 1 silver on each of these to skip that. Cool. Cool.
I feel like we do not have very
Well,
much silver.
Wouldn't it be here first to skip?
Oh,
it?
I'm sorry. Yes, it would be to the left. Yeah, it's on the. It will bump you up 1 worker essentially. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, hello!
Hey noobs, what's going on?
That's mean. Don't call him a noob.
It's his
He's a
name.
doctor of noobology.
What's noobology?
It's apparently whatever he's a doctor of.
Dr. Noobs.
The Z is just for fun. Everything else is very serious.
Everything else is very serious. Yes. So obviously they do things. You can have at most 5.
Cool.
Cool.
Oh. Good to know.
You can have at most 5. Now, granted, some of them give you instantaneous effects. Like this guy is going to,
Prevent loss of faith?
Nope.
Or
This
He
is-
immediately loses you virtue.
Oh, okay.
yes,
Yeah, I forgot what it was
This
called
guy
for a
gets you
second there.
virtue.
yes.
'Cause he's a monk.
But he
He's an
prevents.
He's
What-
working
okay,
on
so
being
he-
a monk. He's got the haircut.
Here's the wait.
Oh, when you take the black market, you don't lose a virtue. That's what his thing is.
Yes, prevent loss of 1 more virtue.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, but immediately. when
Yeah,
you
you
buy
do
him,
immediately
you
lose one, but it means later on.
Yeah.
Black market, you don't.
Oh,
I'll be back.
Hold on, we're coming up. Well,
We're
she's coming
coming
up
up.
anyway.
Oh, the
You know what was
apple.
fun? That was muted.
yes. I had thought that was
No,
by design now. Okay.
nope.
Wonder if there's an ant in her bed.
I wonder if there's an ant in her bed.
Did you hear that there was one on her toothbrush? It was very
Oh.
upsetting.
Oh, that actually is incredibly upsetting.
Yes, it is. You know, you can put those through the dishwasher, right?
Yes. I'm sad because my child is sad. I'm sorry.
No, that's
I'm
understandable.
sad because she probably was actually saying things for a little while and we didn't hear her, and now I feel like a bad parent.
However, she does understand the concept of I can yell and my parents will come. That means that you're just about
Yes.
ready to stop using the monitor.
This is true, and granted, we don't use the monitor most nights, but the fact that we're 2 floors below where
Yes.
we would normally be using it. Anyway,
Hi, small
I'm
children.
being a better parent, I swear. I feel terrible. It's on record.
Leave on.
That your child is clever enough to shout louder.
I'm going to cut this out of the YouTube video. No, I'm not. I'm way too lazy.
Anyway,
So you can, by placing here, you can either recruit an apprentice or you can gain more building cards.
yeah.
You draw as many as you want.
There's something about coins, arrow, card plus.
Yes, this is you may
Pay for.
pay to just get
One
any
person.
apprentice.
Yeah, you pay 4 silver to get an apprentice, and then if you want to skip, you have to pay more silver.
Are
I'm
those
sorry.
the same
My
coin?
bad. I'm sorry. Yes, those are the same coin.
Why?
It's very frustrating and makes no sense.
It does.
I agree.
Oh, you mean this? Why they don't look like this?
No, it's
Why
like
are
it's
two
two
of them
different
bronze
symbols.
and two of them brown?
So
Yeah.
that color
Oh.
means it's tax.
Oh, that's right. Now I remember. It's been a really long time since I've played
actually
this.
a point to it.
Okay.
2 of it goes to the tax stand, 2 of it goes away.
Okay.
My bad. We got this. We're good.
So like here,
I love games with 1,000 things in them.
Isn't it so nice?
first one's
Yeah.
tax, the other ones aren't.
Thanks for reminding me, Jason. I better tell Jeff to
Jeff,
have more fun.
more fun.
Yes.
There you go. I'm on it.
Thanks, Jen. Hey, soldier, what's going on? He changed his name.
Ah,
So.
I was going to say that is not.
That's not
What that
soldier. I know
is.
it's not. It's very confusing, isn't it?
I mean, not really.
The max building cards you can have in your hand is 6.
No. I have 3. That's what
Yep.
these are, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
So the town center
Yes.
allows players to recruit locals from any of the large open circle areas.
Is
What's what?
that some kind of fruit cart? I don't
Yes.
like it's
There's
noisy. The stripes bother me. They're like off the edge of the canvas. It's just an illustration quibble. It's not a thing.
Gee,
So
let's
there
pick
are-
out all your flaws.
let's
We did that earlier. Thank you.
let's talk about the eels on top of the
Oh,
fruit
they're-
cart.
Eel?
No, I'm
Okay.
making a joke.
Thank goodness. Yeah, why do they hang off the side though?
I don't know.
I don't like it.
All the V's are doing good.
Yep, there are some birds. It's fine. No,
It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's all fine.
fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so town center basically put a guy there, pay a silver, capture 1 location. If you have more guys, you can pay additional silver to capture additional locations. Yes.
So it's not actually locations.
I'm sorry. Go ahead,
I'm gonna end up never capturing anyone because I just don't remember all the rules.
please.
So I remember there was like
Rude.
clarifiers. It's groups of 1 color at a location. So it'd be
Oh,
all of purple at this location, or all of green.
of a single color. Thank
Also,
you.
apparently, because we're playing 4 players,
Mhm.
you're not allowed to take from multiple locations. You'd have to take from the same location.
Yes, it said that somewhere.
No, yeah. Players may capture up to 2 locations in a single turn with 2 to 3 players, but only from 1 location with 4 or more players. Each capture requires 1 worker and 1 silver. The players may choose to make fewer captures than they have workers. Players may capture from the town center, including capturing the worker they just placed. Players can never capture from the guild hall, the black market, from inside the prison, or from another player's board.
The black market's too good at hiding.
Yes, it's a black market.
Were you
There's a
gonna
really
give me
good-
the green one?
I'm gonna have to send you later. There's a really good
I got the wrong ones.
called Puffin Forest about the black market.
Puffin Forest?
Puffin Forest. He's a D&D like storyteller animator guy.
Speaking of the letters D and D,
Uh-huh.
our phone at work has a do not disturb button,
What?
and literally every single time I see it, I'm like Dungeons
Dungeons
and Dragons.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Because
yes,
that's what D and D means.
It's do not.
they
Yes.
are 4 games on the shelves.
Aren't they
Yes.
beautiful? So many.
We set them up so that it would make a nice backdrop for
Yes.
games, and here we are playing games.
In front of this beautiful backdrop of
Indeed,
games.
they're real too. Like
Like
They're
they
not
open
pictures.
and
It's
everything.
not a green screen.
it's not a
Really?
green screen.
I can touch them.
That's literally one of the center ones that they can't see you touching right now.
That's
but
okay. They
fine.
could hear me touching it.
That's way funnier. I'll take it. Thank you. So the tax stand. This location allows players to take all the silver above the tax stand and place it in their
Yes.
own supply, but you lose 2 virtue from doing it.
Eh,
The black market, if you pay 1 silver and lose a virtue when you place a guy here, you get to. Let me make sure that this is true. Yes, you gain, in this case, 1 marble and 1 stone. So you gain whatever is here.
Wood.
I'm sorry, 1 marble and 1 wood. Thank you.
I'm not looking. Oh, is there anything on the bottom?
There is, but it's fine.
It's very blockular.
Glocular.
Oh, geez, that is just slightly too high. Whoops, I just peaked by laughing. Is this the game up top?
Was there an ant in her bed? We were right!
It was
Oh,
on
we were
her
right.
trash can when she went to throw out a tissue.
Oh, this
Oh.
child. I'm sorry.
Which kind?
Did
Yes,
he
the
come to the
tiny
top
ones or
of
the
the
big ones?
stairs?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
We were speculating what it might be.
Yeah.
My guess was an ant.
It was.
Are they the little ants or the bigger ants?
No, they're
They're the thick ants.
Yes.
medium-sized ants.
They're normal ants.
They're
Black
not tiny ants. They're normal-sized ants.
As
Okay.
her descriptor word to describe how large the ant was, she did not use words like big, huge, large, giant. She used thick. I assume with a CK.
I would hope with a CK. I don't think she knows two C's.
I don't know. Have you heard her say the word thick?
That's a thick ant.
I mean, it could just be because her nose is stuffy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just because her nose is stuffy. All right, so the tax stand. No. Yeah. Sorry, black market. So yes, if you place in this spot, then you pay 1 silver and lose a virtue and
you get the card.
this. If you place in this spot, you lose 3 silver and a virtue and get whatever's here.
There's
if you
nothing
play,
there.
there is
There's this.
this is a base
Oh,
value,
you
so
just
this
get
is available.
that.
Yes. If you play 2 silver and a virtue, you can either gain an apprentice or look at the top 5 cards of the building deck
And choose
take one, and then put the rest on the bottom.
When you gain an apprentice, is it any apprentice?
Correct.
Yeah, I think so. Or do you have to?
Hire any face-up apprentice.
Cool.
Ooh.
Yep. Hey, Soldier, thank you for the gifted subscription. Casino, thanks. Welcome to the channel. That was way smaller than I was expecting.
Did it pop up?
It did pop up, but it was smaller than I expected.
Didn't see it.
I'm going to just.
That's what someone said.
You
I'll be
hate.
here all night.
You hate that joke. You
Yep.
hate that joke.
Yep.
So.
And yet I'm hilarious.
Sure you are. So, love you, Jen. So then, all right. So that's covered the basic stuff, the storehouse, the town center, the workshop, the black market tax stand. The guardhouse is how you get your guys back.
You have to go there.
So you can either place one here to take the captured ones off your board and put them in here and gain 1 silver, or you can place one here to take all of your guys out of the jail, or
There's a lot of options for this one.
yes,
Which we could cover when we get there.
I want to just make sure we're all on top of this. You can pay 5 silver, and
Or
yes, pay 5 silver or take 1 debt and lose 1 virtue. To release all their own workers from other players' boards. So if people haven't put them back in, you can take them from their
Yeah,
boards.
see how it's got the picture of the thing with the ribbon around it? This
Yeah.
is opening up the ribbon.
Or you can pay 6 silver to pay off a debt. A debt is -2 victory points
At the end of the game.
at the end of the game.
What are these?
Those, I'm so glad you asked, Jennifer.
Someone did another thing.
Oh, they did the thing.
I saw it
Chunk
pop up this time.
Good, I'm glad it popped up.
Yay.
Soja, thank you for another sub. Trunk Dunk, welcome to the channel. You like interrupting. You know,
Please
fair enough.
continue.
Not hard to do.
One of the... I can't tell if that is... Sorry, okay.
It was apologetic when she said it. And then I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, have I been turning it down? Yeah, that is turning it down. Okay, alright, anyway. Bye.
It's very loud.
Okay, there we go. Bum.
These things.
Those things.
It's like the one thing
So-
we haven't talked about.
Rather than pursuing their own endeavors, players may also dedicate some time and resources to constructing the cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
So, right now we're all at the lowest level.
Yes.
To advance one level, we pay 1 gold and discard 1 building card. Then the next one, you can see 4 of either stone or wood,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you can see the number of victory points you'll get at the end of the game based on this. That is discard a building card.
Does it have to
Yes.
be a cathedral card?
No, it is
Okay.
any building card in your hand.
What do cathedral cards do? I saw at least one of them at some point.
Really?
I
I think that you may be thinking of a slightly different but very similar card. The cathedral is a special thing, so it does not.
is it that?
No.
Okay. I don't know what you mean then.
There's a castle card, but
Yeah, never mind. I figured it out.
okay,
Okay.
she took it. So you pay the resources, you discard a card, you move your player marker up 1 level, and then you reveal the top card of the reward card pile to gain its benefit. Once resolved, reward cards are removed from play. If they're all gone, you just gain a virtue.
Okay.
Okay. So that's how you get rid of the buildings in your hand. To actually build them, you place them on the guild hall. So when constructing a building, players should display the card. When placing a worker in the guild hall, you can either construct a building or advance work on the cathedral. I'm sorry. So the guild hall is also where you activate this. So either play a building card or you construct some of the cathedral. When constructing a building, you display the card face up above their player board. Each card has various cost requirements and effects. Mary's already gone over that with you. Pretty straightforward. You might need some apprentices. You'll have a cost. It might have an immediate increase or decrease in virtue or whatever, and it may have an end game or immediate effect.
Oh,
That's all. Yes.
there's also, if it doesn't have a lightning bolt or a flag, it's an ongoing effect. So like this one is at the King's Storehouse, you can pay 1 silver to get 2 wood, right?
Yes.
As opposed to normally it's
What are you looking at?
you don't pay money. You have
Yeah.
to like
This is a
trade
different
King's
way
Storehouse.
to. Yeah. This is just
There's
a different way to use
get
that. Yes.
stuff.
Exactly.
Cool.
Oh, sorry, Jason.
So.
So then you have the virtue track. The only things that we're gonna worry about are if you get all the way to the top, if you gain a virtue, then you can destroy a debt. If you get all the way to the bottom, if you lose another virtue, you gain a debt. Okay. Once players have 3 or less virtue, they start skimping on their taxes.
Tisk tisk.
Hence the Jason. Could you point out the yes? There you go. That icon there. Once players have 10 or more virtue, you can no longer use the black market.
Mm-hmm.
So, once players have 4 or less virtue, you can no longer work on the cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
Your
Okay.
pointer. There we go.
You good?
Hmm?
I crunk juice. Yeah, that's right. So wild. My
Apple green tea.
it's
No, you're a wild one.
it's
I like this guy.
it is
Irish breakfast.
it's not the Irish breakfast. Jen brought me
I
Irish
think it was
breakfast
too
tea
good
today.
for that.
Yes, it's oh, actually I can. Hey. I have an overhead camera. It's tea. It's my Ceylon tea. It's one of my Ceylon teas. It's not my Ceylon tea. It's a Ceylon tea. I have a specific Ceylon tea that I like.
Mm-hmm.
This is
We're trying to figure
acceptable.
out how many times we can say the words Ceylon tea before they no longer sound like words.
Ceylon tea, Ceylon tea, Ceylon tea.
That many.
Yep.
How
that
many
many.
anthems
All
are
done.
sailing? Sailing tea?
Does
What's
Jason get to start playing yet?
this is boat.
I
Right?
have
We
my
take a
first
turn?
turn all ready
I'm-
to go.
I don't.
I'm
That's
on
okay.
a boat.
Yeah.
I'm on a
Shit.
boat.
How do you say
Look at
sail?
me, look at me. I'm on a boat.
How do you say sail?
I would assume something about boats.
Okay.
Maybe
Boat
it'd be like
on
going
tea.
sail.
Sail on tea. Anyway.
Um,
Oh yeah, thank you. There's one last
Homophones?
thing. Homophone?
is that the word I'm looking for?
Homophone?
That type of joke doesn't translate well.
I know. That's why it's funnier when we can all hear. So
Oh! Never mind. I have a sign language joke for later.
I love sign language jokes.
It's not like awful. It just I'd like to play the game soon.
So there is a black market reset is a thing that can happen when all 3 spaces get filled. Basically,
I love that.
when all 3 spaces get filled,
I will have very
or
correct posture today.
or when a worker is placed on one of the leftmost spaces, so in these spaces here. That is the 2 times that a black market reset gets triggered. All workers in the black market go to prison. The top small market card is turned over and placed on top of the large market. Players with any black market reset base apprentices take their actions in the chosen order. All players with three or more workers in prison lose 1 virtue. So on a black market reset, that's a thing that happens. And the player
It's
with the
bad to
most
be in jail.
and the players with the most workers in prison take a debt card.
So, is
I'm
that
gonna
just referring to
lose
people that go to the black market, or is that just like if you have people there when the black market resets?
That is, if you have people there when the black market
Uh,
resets, this happens.
It's a
Yep.
motivator for us to get our people out of jail
Yes.
with the regular.
All right.
Jason's turn.
Jason's turn.
Hooray! I don't know what I want to do.
If anybody would like details on what the specific apprentices do, I'm going to grab the sheet that tells you in words and not just in symbols
I love words.
what all of the apprentices do.
Thank you.
Here you go. Have some words.
I love words.
Hard to see the difference between the symbols over there. The axe and the
Oh yeah, the axe and
Hammer
the
look very
hammer.
similar.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, sorry, I was just screwing with you. You can continue to look. I wanted to reach across the space.
I guess I'll just go here and pick a card.
Yeah, cool. Take a
Sure.
building card. All right, Jennifer.
I'm so sorry.
Your thing makes squeaking noises.
See how much I can fidget.
Yes, let's.
I presumably do something.
Let's hope this isn't like Crusader Kings, where I'm gonna betray my friends and kill my siblings
just
for
said
world domination.
something.
It takes place during the Carolingian Empire, Soldier. It's like right on brand for me.
Thank you.
It's so on brand,
My turn?
like shockingly
Yes.
on brand.
Pass turn. Immediately
Immediately
to
the black market. All right.
Where do I pay this?
That
into
goes
the-
into here. Yeah.
It's-
Not the taxes.
Could you move her down one?
Yeah, I would like this one.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
I thought I knew what I wanted. Yeah, no, this one.
Oh wow, that's a powerful play.
Yep.
Because I'm sorry. At the King's Storehouse, you can hand in a clay to gain a virtue.
Oh, that's
So
actually
whatever
like,
that red one is.
yeah.
Clay, yeah.
I know there's 2.
So, which is interesting because, yeah, it's you can kind of get back your virtue that you just lost at the.
It's an investment.
It's an investment, yes. I think Soldier's trying to warn you against my playstyle, which let me tell you, they already know.
I'm neither a friend nor a sibling. I think I'm safe.
I occasionally murder my
He did
wife.
say that you are also a friend.
Oh,
Right at the beginning.
I suppose he did.
It's mostly siblings that I kill, to be fair. Siblings and enemies. Occasionally wives.
Oh no.
All right.
Your turn.
It is my turn.
Do we refill the apprentice or no?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. It gets slid down, and this guy gets flipped.
Ooh. I like his outfit.
Yeah, awful lot of bright colors. It's fine. It's for a game. It's supposed to be visually appealing.
It is. So Jen, you have some homework. You need to go and create a time period appropriate
no one is
garment.
going to enjoy it.
so that you can bring it in and wear it and tell us that this is what you would really look like. And we can print it out and tape it over your person.
If I had put sleeves
also
on
going to
my
do that.
shift,
I'm gonna get this
then
out.
I could wear that. Because they would have had sleeves. I know.
Did you have enough money for
Candle.
that?
I had 4. I had 6. Yeah.
It's only got what? Like
Although actually,
10
I'm
times
realizing
as much
that I
fabric?
How did you?
How
What?
did you do what now?
How did I do what?
Oh, do we start with different amounts being in the?
Yeah,
order?
you start
Yeah.
with 3.
Got it. Because I'm like,
'Cause you
how
go
I have
first.
3. How
Yeah,
does that make...
I go later.
And then I got 4,
Yeah.
5, 6.
I can be the barmaid.
We have so many corsets.
They do have
We
many
do.
corsets. Oh shit, that's a. Oh, okay, all right. I see where this is
Although-
going.
Fun fact, corsets weren't really invented yet.
Not in this game. We'll play like
They weren't.
actors
letter?
and allies.
They had structural garments, more like a kirtle, which was just a very tight-fitting dress.
Hold on, I'm realizing that
And
I
they
want
wore
those
to skip
too.
one of
And
these.
they wore it under all of their other dresses.
Mhm.
So many layers.
I'm sorry, what does the debt
Every one.
collector do?
It looks like when you pay
Every
a debt.
time
One
of
would
you
assume he
pay a
collects
debt.
I
debts.
assume when you pay a debt.
Yeah, once, yeah.
I think when you pay a debt, you get 2 wood.
Thanks, Jennifer.
I'm
You're
here to
helping.
help.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with the acolyte. Jason.
Refill the.
Oh yes, thank you.
I ruined history for you. Don't worry, corsets get invented by about.
Oh, go to the silversmith and get 2 coins.
Get 1 coin.
1.
The way
Well, that's
you're
one per
thinking
person.
of corsets would be probably about the
I just want to double check that. I'm pretty sure that
mid
that is correct.
1600s. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Go
Your
ahead.
turn.
Oh yeah, I have to do that again. Okay.
You're gonna have to do this many times, in fact.
Do you only get things for where you put a person, or do you get things for where you put a person where a person also is?
If you put more
like-
things in there, you will get more out
So
of
if
it.
I put one here, it only counts as one person because it's one of my people.
Correct. Yes, it's only per your guys.
What I mean is, I have someone in the quarry. If I put someone in the forest, do I get both things or just the forest?
You just get the forest.
But if I then on my next turn put something in the quarry,
You'll get
then I
2.
get.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't actually know what I need. I
Don't
just
worry.
put something there because I didn't know what to do.
Soldier will allow it, by the way. So
Before that, there were stays, and they were very comfortable. To continue our history lesson on corsets.
she'll go all night. Don't worry.
That's.
Both of you.
I don't
She
know
still
what-
hates that joke.
No, she hates when people use it incorrectly.
Oh, of course.
That's on.
I don't know what
Yep.
I'm doing.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cool. Get some wood. Here's your wood.
Dankeschön. It's the little stick.
2 red ones, please. Thank you.
Bricks, whatever they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
See, he likes history and fun facts.
He does. That's why he watches me, right? For the history.
He
and
did say
the
fun facts, Kevin.
That's true. I'm not very fun.
I'm much more fun. My fun facts are about underwear.
Here's a fun,
fair. Fair.
Here's a fun fact. You met up with your sister.
What?
You've never seen Eurotrip?
Oh,
No.
jeez, that is a deep cut.
Scotty
Alright,
doesn't
Kevin, you're
know.
pushing it.
Alright.
To soldier.
go ahead. I'm pushing it. Yes,
I have to do this again.
he's not wrong.
I will take.
It's so many things.
2 building cards.
No, I was gonna take a person.
Why did I choose?
How dare you?
this?
Why did you choose
I
that,
don't
Jen?
know.
Ugh.
Because I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh, I have to pay my monies.
Yeah, 4, please.
Oh, right.
We have to do what now?
Hiring people costs money.
Oh,
Wages and stuff, you know.
Mary,
like,
you could
all
not
the
have
time?
done that.
Oh wait.
Well,
what
no,
is
I thought
this?
I could hire anybody. I could just
Oh, that
take
was out of
someone.
that. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's out
I'm
of that.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
For
no.
my brain is on the
She
deal.
did pay.
You're good. You're good. I'm
Okay, then.
sorry.
Oh, I would have had to pay 2 coins for that run. So 2 goes to tax, 2 goes here. No, I just get a person. Go ahead.
I want the red one, please.
You get 2 red ones.
I got 2 red ones, please. Thank you.
May I have 3 red ones, please? Thank you.
I'm also going to get 3 red ones.
We all want bricks.
Actually,
Bricks are like the building blocks of buildings. So they're kind of important.
they're like the building blocks of buildings.
Listen, we don't want any big bad wolves here. All right. Yep.
They're like the building blocks of
Big
buildings.
bad
I'm gonna
wolf
get a gold
love this
instead, actually.
town.
Gonna get gold. Alright, Jay?
Yep.
Hi.
I was doing that. I realized I was doing that thing again where I was holding my cards way out here.
Well, I'm not even looking to the right, and you're just glaring at me like, what'd I do?
I'm over here. I got him.
Wow, this is very popular at the moment.
It sounds like candy.
It's not.
It's not candy. I have bad news.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Are you done? I would like the yellow one, please. That's how that works, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
that is in fact how that works.
Mary? I told you this game's not that hard once you get
That's
into it.
what you
It's not.
I need one wood, please. Thank you.
Yes, Mary?
Okay.
Yes, Mary?
You very carefully placed that in my hand.
I sure
Something
did.
about where wood goes.
Not in my skin. That would hurt.
Wood.
No splinters.
Cool. I'm gonna go to the building thing, and I'm just gonna draw 2 cards. Go, Jay.
I'm gonna go here and get a gold.
Why did I want? I don't know.
Oh, neither.
I remember you saying you put something in the quarry just to put something there. So you might not have done it on purpose if that's what you were talking about.
How do I get my people back?
You have to use the town center. But again, you have a lot of people.
I do.
So
I do.
it's not gonna be a problem
When
for
I
a while.
use the town center,
Every person.
do I get to move them to the town? Is that
No, you get to move them onto your board.
So you would choose for 1 silver. You would choose a group of people of one color from a place. So you would choose like here and be like blue or purple or green.
And if you want, you can choose purple, and they just come back to your board.
I don't arrest my own people?
You don't arrest your own
Correct.
people.
Yeah.
That's good. All right.
It's not a bad idea to do it, but it's not the best use of your time at this moment.
Was it my turn?
Don't know.
Jason, what did you just do?
I got gold recently.
Then yes, it's your turn. You would?
Yes, please. Thank you.
One stone, please. Thank you.
I'm going to look this up real quick. Can I get the apprentice and building?
Yeah.
I need to make sure I understand exactly what this card does in my
Can you
hand.
get money any way other than arresting people?
Silversmith.
Right.
And tax stand.
I don't want to do that.
Just letting you know what's available.
Thank you.
I forgot about that. Because I never did it.
I mean, you're already disreputable. I could do
Not for long.
Oh! Oh, interesting. Okay.
I assume the King's Door House, that's an option, right? So it'd be like these or this.
Correct. It's a yes. So I'm going to be putting this guy in the guild hall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do the cathedral. I'm gonna pay 1 gold and discard this 1 thing, and I'm gonna go up to here. And that's what I'm gonna do.
Cool.
I believe that I get to do the top thing here. Is that also correct, or is that only when the? Let me just double check that real quick. The cathedral, exactly what happens.
Jason, why don't you take your turn while he's figuring out whether or not he gets that reward?
Yes, reveal the top card of the reward pile and gain its benefit.
So I get 1 plus 1 per person. So
I get 2 virtue.
Nice.
No, he very carefully checked the rulebook to make sure he wasn't cheating.
Yes,
All right,
Yeah.
go ahead.
it's right here. Could Jason, could you move me up 2 virtue, please?
Yep.
Thank
You're
you.
good.
Yeah.
You can no longer skim off the taxes or something. Use the black market. Use the black market.
Nope.
That's the next
There's
one.
no- There's
Oh,
even a
I-
symbol next to it.
Missed one. I'm sorry. Dude,
Thanks.
I'm watching you.
Says the woman that doesn't want to go to the tax stand because it'll lose her virtue.
Shut up.
But you're fine with the black market.
No, I'm making sure that you know that soon you can't use it.
Thanks,
there.
Jen. I appreciate you looking out for me and making sure I know the mechanics of the game. And not at all being guilted into not going to the black market.
Whatever that gray stuff is.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
where
Hold
did
on a
you
minute.
just-
Wasn't
Place?
Jason? Didn't he take his turn?
You did.
How did one of my pieces get
Yeah, I got my
in-
money.
How did one of my pieces get in here?
You put it there.
I must have.
It wasn't me.
Yes, go ahead.
You put it there about 30 seconds ago.
Apparently.
2 rocks for Jen, please.
Please.
2 rocks.
Thank you.
I want a rocks. More than 2 rocks. This is a Naruto joke that no one will
Oh, is that from the song?
get. Season 1 opening.
Yeah.
Sure. I think
recognize
that's all
that.
I was doing.
I would like. Oh, well, yes.
I was clarifying that it is no longer my turn.
May I please have 2 silver?
You sure may.
Thank you.
I bet.
Hmm.
I'm going to
Mm.
go to the forest.
What do those little flippy
Go.
cards at the bottom of those apprentices mean?
Flippy cards?
So this
Oh,
is
this
when
is
you
when you
pay
pay
a debt.
Yes. I also
You
asked
also
this.
get to do that.
Cool.
I also asked this question earlier.
Flippy cards, you know.
And that's what it is when you flip a debt card from
I'm gonna
unpaid to paid.
pay 2 monies. Pay 2 there. This person.
Seems tricky, this whole hiring people nonsense.
That's why I just went to the black market to start.
It's not a bad plan, honestly.
Alright.
Yeah, that was a good choice. I should have done that because I didn't have enough money to do over there. I should have just done
I
that.
want
Because getting the 1 virtue back is not that big of a
money.
deal. That early on.
Mary?
Thank you.
I'm gonna go ahead and get 1 more monies, please, which is actually
3?
3 money.
Nice.
It's literally called silver.
Nope, they're called monies.
Okay, fine.
Monies.
All right, so my turn. I'm
Mhm.
going to go to the forest. We get 2 wood.
Can I have the list of apprentice thingies, please?
Yes. Yeah, fine. It's monies. Jeez.
Everyone knows.
Hey.
I will go here.
They literally
Yeah, do they?
sieve it.
Go there. Pay a gold and pay a
Thank you.
card.
Oh.
This just goes to the bottom. Or is there actually a discard for
Yes,
these?
sieve it.
I'm pretty
Um,
sure it just goes to the bottom. That's what he did earlier.
No. It literally has a writing on it. It's like a stamped.
And I get one of these rewards, which I think also go to the bottom. Oh, I get 2.
What's the like denarii? It's like a denarii.
Aren't those
Uh,
common?
Yeah,
Is there
exactly.
a discard for these?
No, you just hold on to
Oh,
it.
you just hold on to it.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
What said it gets removed from the game?
It gets removed from the game, but like you can just hold on to it, whatever.
Okay.
Doesn't I guess it's
As long as you remember that's already been counted.
It's already been counted, yeah.
So if I do this,
Yes, you'll
I
go up.
build the cathedral.
Yes.
Where do I?
So
money
put,
there.
yeah, put that there.
Discard
Discard that.
underneath, I guess.
Put your thing there. And
Okay.
then
When I get one of these, and
Yes.
I go up 1 doohickey, or no?
No, you look and see
No,
what it
look and
says.
see
I
what
look
it
and see
says.
what it says. It
So you go up 1.
it has scribbly bits which are not actually for reading. It's got 1 little purple flag and 2 little sticks.
You get 2 of those things.
And you
And
gain
you get
one.
one.
I did. I moved her.
Yeah, okay, cool.
And then I hold on to it.
So that's my turn now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
So I'm gonna
You
put a
forgot Kevin's
person
cheating.
here.
He's always cheating.
by the way, Mary,
And-
since all of these spaces are occupied, you can't do cathedral work until a space
Yeah, I
becomes
feel like for
available.
someone to move up.
Just making sure that's
Thanks.
clear.
So 2 tacks. And 2 here.
hmm
And then 1 of these.
To skip it, yeah.
To skip him. I want the
Oh, the
conspirator.
conspirator. You don't have to pay a silver.
You pay 1 less silver at the town.
You don't
center.
have to pay a silver at the
Yeah, that one
town
looks
center.
good.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay.
So that's my turn.
My turn. I'm going to go to the forest.
Get some wood.
So many.
I got 1, 2, 3.
One, two, so I get 3 points. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I want a person. Then I gotta put one of my little dudes here. And also 1 silver because I want the second one in.
So you also have to. So if you want
So
to
you-
get somebody, you have to
Yes.
pay 4 silver.
Yes.
I have that many.
Okay. So yeah, put 2 in the text stand and give me 2. Oh, thanks. No.
Yeah. And then I do the thing.
Then
Right.
if you want to skip the first guy, then
Skip
you can
that
do
guy.
that.
I don't want that guy.
You want the wood? Cool.
He's got an axe. Big rind.
I got it.
Natural progression of words.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. I have a lot of sticks.
I'm gonna go ahead and build a building.
Okay.
I suppose my apprentices should
Oh.
be down here.
You know what I did not get? I did my acolyte when I bought my acolyte, he has an instant virtue.
yeah.
Could you push me up one, please? Because I
Now you
got
can't use the
2
black
from
market.
yeah. Now I can't use the black market.
So I am building a carpenter's hut.
It's not going to be in focus. I'm sorry.
Carpenter's hut.
There we go.
We haven't really should. I haven't been playing mine often.
No, that's fine.
And so have 3 bricks
And what does it do? Oh, it gives you 1 victory point per
per axe
axe
person.
person that you have.
Oh, that's cool.
Per axeman.
And if you make all
Or
5
axe
of them,
lady.
you could have 5.
Axeman.
You get the most victory points when all of these bits are full.
Yep.
So these are like almost like rounds, sort of, they say. And
Sort
then
of.
when they're all filled up, then you count up who's got the most victory points, which are the little like yellowy flag looking bits that I don't know if you can actually see.
I'm going to the text stand. Knock me down too, please.
That's a lot of silver.
It sure is.
Yes, it is.
And now it's his.
Yep.
And I'm still more virtuous than the average person. Jason? Just gotta make sure that I do that correctly.
No, I don't think that's true.
It was 7 is where you start. More virtuous than
Where
the
we
starting
currently
person.
are.
More virtuous than the starting person.
I gain 4 money.
And yes, technically more than the
Go ahead.
average, because the average is like 7.5 right now.
Good.
Yep.
I am going to the quarry and 3 rocks.
You sound
many
so
rocks.
thrilled about it.
A lot of rocks.
Well, then don't go there if you don't need that many rocks.
I have 1,000 people there.
What, you don't want a rocks? I want a rock.
I
I want rocks.
would like to have my
Rock.
virtue back. Can you put me up one, please?
I don't think you can get it back after you.
Raising the average.
What?
It's not what Queen Elizabeth says. But she hasn't been invented yet.
Invented.
I mean,
Invented.
that's one way to say it. She was built in a way.
I'm going to invent a queen. Queen Elizabeth.
She invented herself, really.
You know what? All right, there's
What
a
I
good use
hear,
of that
right?
word.
Wasn't she?
Are you done? Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure.
That's all right. You were distracted.
Her makeup was very poisonous, by the way.
Yes.
I'll give 2 back to the text stand. And I have 3 guys, so I'm going to skip one of them, right?
Don't you put it on the first one?
First one that he's skipping.
The first one that I'm skipping.
Okay.
So I'm taking this.
What did you get?
I got a stone cutter. He gives me 1 extra stone
Oh,
When you go
whenever you
when I
take-
go to the
quarry.
quarry.
That's nice.
Yes, it is.
My turn?
Yes, thank you. Sorry.
So I get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead.
Oh, it's my turn now.
Hey, by the way, it's
I was
okay.
looking at that tax stand. That was getting real expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Adding up.
So now,
Oh, yeah, Jen, you can.
Hold
Go
on,
for
let
the
me-
veracity of that one.
I want to build this.
Okay.
So I put a little person, right?
Mm-hmm.
No
Right there.
thing.
Yeah.
And then I give back these and these and this. There was another one. It stuck to me.
Would you make
Chapel.
A chapel.
chapel?
Is that
Nice.
what you were confusing the cathedral for?
Probably. And then it's got a little flag for this bit.
So at the
And it's got a little lightning bolt. I get
so right now you gain 1 virtue, and then at the end of the game,
that.
for every level of the cathedral that you have.
It just says most.
Most.
Oh, I'm sorry.
says
If you have the most,
Then I get
then you gain 2
more.
virtue. My bad.
So it's not that people didn't shower exactly
It's my turn.
because they liked to wash and be relatively clean. It's just that they didn't have great stuff to clean with.
They didn't understand what clean meant,
Exactly.
other than not stinky.
And one would wash off one's makeup so that it didn't ruin all of your clothes and things.
Can I
But
have
then you keep
a lot
applying
of
it so
red?
that your complexion doesn't get slimy and gray, because that makeup turns slimy and gray after a while. So you did have to reapply throughout the day. I am a font of useless knowledge.
I'm going to go to the quarry and get 2 stone.
That's nice.
I'm gonna go to the mines and get 4 brick. I forgot I had to.
That's going to happen.
Makes sense, girl stuff. Got it. Nice.
Did
Oh,
you
it's
have-
my turn.
It's your turn again.
That
We're
keeps happening.
Yeah, the game goes
now
pretty
that
quickly.
now that people are getting going.
And like we
people
have a
know what to
plan
do.
for what we're doing in
Right.
theory.
In theory.
In theory.
I want a card. I want 2 cards.
Yeah.
You get
yes,
one
you get
card.
plus
plus-
1 per her pair.
So you
Yeah,
get
so you get 2
So
cards.
she gets 2 cards.
2 cards.
And you get to keep both of them. So
Right.
go ahead.
Cool. I'm gonna get. I already got that. I'm gonna get some
Oh,
silver, please.
I don't.
I misread this for some reason. I don't think I did this last time. Whatever, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Can I have some silver, please? I mean, some monies. I mean,
What do you
four,
get?
How
please.
dare
4?
you use the correct name for it?
Yeah, so you have 3 people, so 4.
That's why I married her.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
She did do the right one. Monies.
My turn. Going at the last row there. I've got 3 wood and a stone. That's 4 things, plus
Nice.
discarding this card.
Yeah.
And that will bump me up to level 2. I'm going to get a reward here, which is 3 silver and a virtue. If you would, virtue, 3 silver, and it is your turn, Jason. Oh wait, I'm sorry. My acolyte also. When I build something, when I build a cathedral,
You get a
I
card.
get to draw a building card.
Nice, because it replaces the one you get rid of.
Isn't it?
I will go here, and I will spend a money to get 2 wood. Go ahead.
I want a bajillion stones, please.
Can
4?
Can you only skip one at a time with a coin, or if
No,
you have
you
lots
can
of coins,
continue to
You can do
skip
as many as you
yeah.
want. You just have to pay for it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am going to make sure I'm getting the guy that I need. Yes. I'm going to pay 1, 2, 1, 2. And then I have 1, 2 people. Just to make sure. So I want to skip and get him.
Correct.
But I only have 2 people. So do I put 1 here and here?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2. I don't want this.
The makeup, by
The
the way.
gatekeeper.
Oh, is he exciting?
She's
She.
like very
Is
pointy.
he exciting?
When you put one here, add a black market reset. The watchtower gives 2 people. What?
You should maybe.
I'm
Oh, I think
looking.
you get to take 2 of your people back,
Yes.
Oh, because it's
and then you lose virtue at the end.
I'm going to read that real quick, but yes,
verify.
I agree.
so yeah. I think you lose virtue immediately because it's immediate, and then I think when the black market research happens,
Oh,
you get to
yeah,
take 2
you get-
people out of the prison immediately. Like just
The makeup,
free.
by the way, was called Venetian Ceruse, and it was a mixture of vinegar and lead.
This player may release 2
Really?
of their workers from prison every
Great,
time there's
which
a
is
black
poison.
market reset. The keeper. Who is the key
That
master?
makes me think.
We're still
green.
waiting.
what color was that?
Hmm?
What color was that?
Venetian Ceruse.
Yeah, which
Ceruse.
color?
That
I'm
was
like,
the makeup.
It makes me. Wait,
Two,
Cer-
three.
Ceruse. It made me think of the color green.
Chartreuse.
I was thinking cerulean, which would be
So
blue.
what color is that makeup?
White.
I went to the
Okay.
forest. It's your turn.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You say Queen Elizabeth I, and I figure everyone just pictures a white-faced person.
What? I don't know which part.
I
of the
mean,
makeup.
yeah, but that's because she's
Oh, is
English.
she the Queen of Hearts?
Yes. She is,
Mm.
in fact, the one who popularized those incredibly tall ruffs that had to be held up with wire. No. These ones.
Oh, those roughs. Yes.
They have a
Okay.
specific name that I forget.
I was thinking of the
Yes, those are held up with straight pins and starch.
That also
and very
sounds
long neck.
pointy.
I will get rid of 2 silver or 2 monies to get 4 woods. Go ahead.
Okay.
Where's that?
Perhaps.
Cool.
Because
Yep.
Never gonna be able to do it. Do I want to do this? I will go.
did we skip turns at some point?
No.
I feel like you have. What do I have 6 and you have 7? After you
Because
go.
I did a I did a cathedral.
Because
I don't know.
How many
I-
pieces do other people have?
I have 7.
I have 7.
How do I have 6?
Because you just went.
You just went.
And we
Oh.
had
Yeah,
one.
you're first.
No, you're 7, but no, she had 8. We might have skipped her at one point.
I agree.
No, I did that. You don't put a person down.
You did.
Yes, you do put a
You have to
person
put
down.
one over
Yeah.
here.
I didn't do that.
You should
I
do
didn't
that.
Oh.
do that.
There you
Do
go.
I
I
put it
did-
here
No,
or here?
that's fine. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I didn't realize you didn't put that. That
Cool,
makes sense.
yeah.
Good catch.
Because you have the building and the. Yeah.
Nice.
I did not know.
No, you're
Okay.
good.
Okay. I wanted more gold.
Alright, just fixing.
So 1 gold.
How many? No.
I only have
yes,
3.
you get 1
One
gold.
gold.
Yes.
Trying to run out of people. I would like some of these. So I need 1,
1, 2.
and then 2.
I'm going to the forest. And I'm getting
Oh,
5 wood.
so
Go ahead.
many.
Oh, no. That's less good than I
Right,
thought.
like.
It's my turn.
I was excited and then I wasn't.
So I will go up there, and I will get rid of.
What are these for?
That's a build a building. That is the action you take. Is you build a building
Or
or
build a
you build the
cathedral.
cathedral.
And I will get
My
rid of a
cards.
card. And I will use 4 sticks. Go up.
What?
I got rid of a card. Got rid of 4 sticks.
Ah,
Went up.
it's stone or sticks. Got it.
Yes, stone or
Mhm.
sticks. I had lots of sticks. I gain virtue and 2 stone.
Where do you get some marble from? Is that from the king's?
I think you have to
storehouse?
trade unless you have some other way of getting it.
You can get it from the black market,
Yeah, black market can do it. Oh, that's actually.
but it's supposed to be the king's storehouse if you don't want to lose virtue.
There's also some people that can do it sometimes.
Yeah, but that's still king's storehouse.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had somebody last time who helped me get a bunch.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember who it was. It might have been this guy.
Okay.
I was just looking at resources.
Funnily enough, I also am doing that.
Popular.
And these.
4 6.
4 6. I can't reach the 6.
Does it matter if other people know what cards you have?
Not really.
It's not a big deal. Technically, it's part of your hand. Yes, by all means,
Okay.
you can see my cards.
Do I
Good
get-
luck.
A scroll?
Yes, now you get a scroll.
What you got?
I got one of these.
You can't use the black market anymore, Jennifer.
Yay. And I get 2 stones.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's still on the table.
Cool.
And then that just goes over there.
2 gold, please. Thank you.
I'm going to get some wood.
You have a lot of people in the wood.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jason.
Someone should arrest him.
Yeah, probably. Please don't. I really don't want to do
I
it.
still don't remember how that works, so it probably won't
So you
be.
have to
You
go
just
here.
Put it in the town
and
center,
then
pay
say
one
you want to
silver,
arrest
and then
some
you
Kevins.
Rest in the heavens.
You put them on your board,
They're all named Kevin now.
and
Great.
then later you come here
Whoa,
and
look,
you put them in here and
It's
get
6
some
Kevins in the woods. It is my Boy Scout troop.
money.
So I'm
I
going
did know a lot
to
of Kevin's growing
spend 2 money
Literally 6 of us in my Boy Scout
to
troop.
get
at
4
one point.
woods, and then I would spend 3 of those woods to convert it into
Because you're in the warehouse.
Storehouse.
Nice.
Mhm.
Storehouse.
So what did you get? You got a
I
marble?
think you and I are on the same track here. Is it my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
Guess what I'm doing.
Talking.
And then I
Well.
want a marble. I can reach that. That's for me.
Okay.
And that's all I do, right?
Elbows.
That's it. I'm done.
It was my elbow.
My hands were to myself.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna build some cathedral.
Hey!
You're on the map of the cathedral. The
So
cathedral
I'm
map.
gonna. Here's a gold. And then here's a card I'm discarding. And then I get this, right?
Yep.
I get a virtue and a
A building card. Cool. I'm an Eagle Scout actually.
Did we give you your
did we
virtue?
give you my virtue? I mean,
Have a virtue.
I'm gonna go to the town center and I'm gonna arrest all my guys before anybody
Yeah.
else does.
Probably a good plan.
Go ahead.
close.
Gonna build there, which means I
Trying
can
to
get rid of
remember.
a card. That one's fine. Get rid of this guy. Move up in the world. Oh, I also have to get rid of my marble.
I'm just gonna get started on that. Oh,
What?
does that do a thing?
Yeah.
Black market reset.
Like
get
Very
in
good
jail.
shafted.
Sorry.
All right. So, Jason, you're done.
Yes.
What did you get for
I
your reward?
just realized
Uh,
these little dudes
virtue
have
and 2 sticks.
noses.
Oh,
I'm
I don't think they're
sorry.
noses. I think that they're like hoods or something.
No. They're wearing their little cowls, and this is either their hair or their nose.
Oh, they do look a little bump there.
Mm.
Anyway, so Jennifer, congratulations on triggering the first black market reset. Mary's the only person with anybody in
I
jail
go
right now, so
jail.
she's
I'm not
going
in jail yet.
to get screwed. So,
Now I'm in jail.
so
Right, that's how that works.
all workers currently in the black market are moved to prison. The top small market card is turned over and placed on the large market.
Oh, look, it's exact. Well, no, it's not quite exactly the same.
Players with any black market reset based apprentices may take their actions in the chosen order. In any chosen order.
No.
Anybody got any black market reset characters? There was one out. Oh, it was this guy,
Yes.
the gatekeeper. Okay. The player or players with the most workers in prison each take
This
one debt
guy's-
card.
No, I built that.
Have fun, Mary.
Mhm.
It's literally only you. It's pretty
How
cool.
do
You must
I-
have the. There wasn't a lot of cross pollination between the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
Pollination. Yeah, no, Mary
Yeah.
and I are the one with the Girl Scout hookups because we work at a preschool.
True.
Cross-pollination.
I work in
That
an office. Are you kidding me?
Sounds really creepy.
We constantly get solicited for cookies.
That's better context.
We have the
no,
direct cookie line.
Cross pollination.
We have a direct cookie line.
How do I get rid of this?
You can cancel debt by going here and paying 6.
That's so many.
Or you can get all the way to the top of the virtue track and then just get one more virtue, and then it'll
Yeah.
get paid off for you.
I mean,
What?
you can go to the king's
Nothing.
storehouse. Also, you didn't give a thing to get virtue easier.
I do. It's coming.
There's also like buildings and stuff that'll do it. And like if you take these, a lot of them will do
Whose
it.
turn is it?
Oh, jeez, that patron is really good. You literally just... Oh, okay, so I suppose it only cuts the cost in half, but like you
Yeah.
just put them there, and then you're just like, I don't know, like
Who
18
triggered that?
brick.
You did?
gain a bunch of
So I think
virtue.
it's her turn. What'd you build?
She did
I
the
haven't got there yet.
Oh, we just did the.
I
No.
was in the middle of building a cathedral.
Build your cathedral, yes,
It's my turn. I forgot.
and you
Okay.
get the last card.
And I get the last
No.
card.
And now
I
I
anybody
haven't
else
discarded
gets
a
one
card yet.
virtue.
Wait, and no accidental cheating.
No accidental cheating.
This one.
Just cheating on purpose.
Just cheating on purpose.
Okay.
What'd you get for your reward?
I got
Virtue and a building card.
I will look at that later. Did we give me my virtue yet?
No.
Which one?
All right.
My turn?
Yep.
I'm gonna do that thing where I go to town center. Oh, I'm gonna give 2 bricks and get. Oh no! 2 virtue for me, please. Because I have a fancy lady. Or
No more
person.
black market for you.
Oh darn!
Hodor. I'm gonna go to the black market. I'm gonna lose 1 virtue.
Why is it
And
getting
I'm-
juicy?
Going to gain 2 gold.
Things should not
After
be
it's
juicy.
the new moist.
Yeah.
Jason, your turn.
Moist juice. Town center. Pay a tax.
That's it?
I'm trying
No,
to
he's
decide where
figuring
I'm
out where
getting them
Oh.
from.
There's 4 purple here, or 4 of your guys at the silver.
I know
chest.
there's a couple. I'm gonna grab the 4 from here. I think. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Okay, because the quarter was my next stop. I would like that many rocks. please.
Yeah, you have a lot of rocks.
5 rocks.
I need that many rocks.
You get 1 more after this. Sorry. Mary?
I'm running out of people. Don't like it.
Hey, Mary.
Hey.
I see where you can get 1 more.
Hey, Mary. Hey, Mary.
Did I help you?
No.
I only have 2 people.
That's why I started taking town center. I'm like, I'm running out of people. I need to get them back.
You're just waiting for some. I'm just waiting for someone to slam the wild draw 4 card down. Where's Uno?
Okay.
Oh, you need so many things for that top level.
Anticipation noted.
All right. I'm gonna go here. And then I'm gonna take some of my people back.
Okay, I'm taking from right there.
I'm.
You have 3 there, 4 there, 3 there.
Hmm. I'm gonna take. Jeez. 3 back.
Cool. My turn. I'm going to build a building.
Mm-hmm.
My building is the aqueduct, which gives me
Yeah.
1 victory point per building I have.
Nice.
I might not.
I have to
Please.
play 2 of that, 3 of that, and 1 of that. Jason.
Everyone is going so fast. We're gonna run out of time before I get all my things done.
Oh, there's a lot of things I
Well,
want to
well,
do.
again, the game doesn't end until that
I
is
know.
filled up. So
I
we're
know.
about
I'm
halfway
pretty
through.
full.
I know.
How many games do I have on the entire wall? A lot.
Many.
I have a list. There, if you go back and check, I think it's pinned in the announcements channel. There is
How did you
a
get your people and his people?
I had another person there, so I grabbed 1 from my people and paid another coin for his people.
Ah.
if you check the
Mm.
announcements channel, I think it is pinned. Let me check. pins.
Oh.
Yes. There is a poll that if you would like to look,
Yeah, I
Is it
did.
my turn?
Yes.
if you would like to look in there, it
Actually,
will
shouldn't
give
have
you a
grabbed those
list
guys.
of
I
all
should've
of the
grabbed them
games
in
on
the
the
group.
wall,
Oh, well.
or at least all of the
First.
interesting games on the wall.
I'm going to get 2 gold. No.
Oh, 2 gold.
Yes.
Oh darn.
Okay.
Oh, did you forget to
She said I don't have to spend the silver, but I do still have to spend the
spend a
one
tax?
tax.
That's bad.
So now I have no money.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
But I needed the people anyway.
You know what's
Yeah.
nice? The tax stand.
And is it just one less, or is it one less? Like you never have to pay that.
One less.
There
Oh,
are, according to my list, we have 60 games.
Oh no, I don't want that to happen.
I saw that there was an article
Oh,
about
no.
Microsoft buying Discord, and I also saw that it was more likely that Discord was just going to go public rather than
They ruined
Microsoft
Skype. I don't
buying
even
them.
ruin Discord too.
I don't use Skype.
I know.
Oh
That's,
yeah.
That's why. Is whose turn is it?
You just went, so.
Oh, you just went?
Well, no.
you
Oh.
corrected.
I
a-
realized-
I got my
I
people back.
Skipped.
Did you?
I
go?
went.
Yeah, she
You
went.
got the
So
2
it's
gold.
my turn again.
It's Mary's
I
turn.
got gold.
Okay. I'm gonna get something that is very important to have. I suppose I need. Okay. I'm gonna get some silver, please. I need.
Oh, you have a bunch of people there.
I do.
3 more, I think. Was it 5 total?
Yeah.
I was gonna purple on figures and pull one purple. Oh,
I gotta get my people back.
Mm-hmm.
let my people
My
go.
turn.
Yes.
Mines. I'm going to gain 3 clay. Next. Monies, Mary. Monies. You gotta get it
Ah.
right.
I got my 2
Apparently.
monies. Go ahead.
Okay.
See.
Now, I
He's
go to
got
the
it.
town center.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
pay-
only have 1 monies.
That's
Yep,
fine. You
that's
only
fine.
have one person.
You only have 1 person,
So put the one
Okay.
in the tax stand.
and choose 1 group. I assume the
Yep,
quarry with 5.
There you go. Cool.
Okay.
Cool. Mary?
All the brick, please.
Oh,
That's a lot of brick.
6 brick.
5.
Alright.
5.
5 brick.
6.
No, it's 1
Plus
plus 1
one
per
per
person.
Oh,
You have 5
brick.
people.
Oh, in which case I get 1 more. Cool, because I had 3. Cool.
Okay.
My turn. I'm gonna put a guy down. I'm gonna build a building.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play the wood market. It gives me, if I have the most wood at the end of the game, I gain 2 victory points, and these are the resources that I need for that.
Mhm. Jason's turn.
My turn.
Yes.
Town center. I'm paying 3 monies, so 1 tax, 2 monies. For my 3. And that's 4 and 5, so yeah. All of these people come in.
Having a problem there, Mary?
Hey.
It was the biggest group.
Having
You're getting
the-
them back soon.
Biggest
Am I?
problem.
Yes. They're going to be in the prison. You can get them back for free.
I have to put a person there and waste my turn.
You get 4 people back and don't have to
need
pay
those
money.
people.
That's. I mean. I see that.
All right, I need 3 sticks, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What do I need? I planned enough to get my 1 building, and then I.
Yeah, I keep changing my plan.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily work out because I took these guys and then immediately put somebody there.
Yeah. All right.
Oh well.
I need
What is this plan of which you speak?
thing.
Like recipes. Who uses recipes? You throw food in a pot and stew happens.
Yeah, but I need to know the recipes first so that I can get good enough to do that.
So
I
can
don't
you use
need
the
the
town
recipe.
center to
That's
get
because
people
you're already
from...
good at cooking too.
All right.
town center?
I need.
Can you use the town center to get people from the town
Yes.
center?
I need.
It's
Yeah,
a
we're
very
running out of-
short trip for those locals
Okay.
around town. Hey, everybody, you see that guy over there? Those guys over there? Help me out, would you?
Need those ones right there.
Right in the jail. They're standing right outside the jail. Just, please. They just pushed other people into the jail. Please.
Oh, you got the last.
All right.
Somebody did.
I'm gonna.
Mary did, I think. No, I did.
No, you
I
did.
You
I'm
did.
gonna get some more
got
silver
rocks.
because I have to pay off my debt. So can I have 6 silver, please?
Monies.
6 monies, please. Thank you. There is technically unlimited monies, by the way.
Correct, yeah.
So we can like
Figure
write
out
down
extra
numbers
money.
or something.
That's what these multiplier cards are for.
Oh,
Look, multiplier cards.
Yeah.
Sandy. You've got so many monies now.
I do.
Do we do the black market thing at the end of the game too? Or is it the last one? Like, if you go-
No, that's the last one unless
There's
3
3.
people show up there. Yeah.
You said it again.
Money.
Um,
What is that face?
I don't know.
it's one of the Twitch emotes.
I just don't recognize it.
I'm going to bump myself in right here. 1, 2. 1, 2. Take this guy. Okay.
Jason's turn.
I'm going to use. I go here, right, to put these in the jail.
Yes,
Correct.
correct. And you get how many?
I think it's 12. Double count.
Holy.
Yes, 12.
Here, have
Have a
some of that.
here. Have a 10x. Just put 1 on it, and then you've got 12. Yep. Cool.
Oh, I mean, I suppose that make sure I know that's what it is.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
10 of those.
Oh.
Because they don't.
Oh,
it's
because
just
you
a-
can use them for these as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally just a multiplier for anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just
Got
put
it.
1 on top of it.
My turn?
That's it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Doing the thing.
You're doing the thing.
These. Here you go.
Thanks.
And it doesn't matter. I'm not building this.
You gain 1 virtue.
And I gain
Yup.
1
Yep.
virtue.
And I
I
already
don't
moved
get a
you up.
card.
Yep. That's it.
'Kay.
Mary.
That was the
I'm gonna get my people back.
Cool. Yep. I'm going to go to the black market. Lose 1 virtue, please. I get 2 of these and 2 of these.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell.
It is unclear.
I've built the most cathedral, which is not to say I'm winning.
Mm.
Jason.
I'm pretty sure I'm losing. So
Oh.
Mary and Kevin have the most apprentices.
King's Storehouse.
that's
Yeah. 4.
not.
And I have 4 actions
I'm
there.
not
It's
sure
the
if
neat
anything.
thing
Trying to see what I need.
that you managed to do
So
something.
I'm going to spend
Oh, I
2
didn't
monies
brick.
We didn't.
to gain a gold.
Oh, thank you.
Not that anyone
Sorry.
seems to be hiring
So I have
apprentices.
3 actions left.
You have what?
I have a bunch of actions here. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah, he gets 4 actions.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, that's fair.
Yeah, every time you put somebody there, you got to get 1 action per guy that you have there.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
We will spend 2 clay or bricks, whatever, to get a virtue. Spend, and then I need. No, I got the gold.
You have a gold.
I use 1 coin to get 2 more sticks, and then use 3 of those sticks
Chunky bars.
for the marble. So I need 9 coins to make it difficult. Is there a times 5?
There is,
There
you
is
just
a
flip it
times
over.
5. Yeah, flip it over.
Oh, I didn't realize it was on the other side.
Yeah.
3, 4. So I think I did that properly without cheating. Go ahead.
Okay. I would please like more sticks.
4, 6.
4 sticks.
Building a mess. Look, my
Mary.
I'm going to get 3 virtue, please.
Jennifer, could you
yes,
move
bump
me up
Mary up
with
3 virtue?
Yes. Ooh,
Oh,
that's so many.
I feel better.
Done?
Yeah. Oh no. Because I have a yes, I'm done. That was me doing that 3 times for my 3 people.
Ooh.
Ah. Mm. Did you get anything for that?
I
Oh,
get
you
one
get one
virtue.
virtue. Did you do that?
Could you please? Oh, and I get a draw building card.
You get a draw a building card?
Do you have
Yeah,
an apprentice
because of
present?
my
That's
acolytes.
Black market reset.
Oh
Go
yeah,
to jail.
cool. It's me this time.
Go directly to jail.
So
You both have the most people in jail, though.
No, here's 5.
And you have
hold on a minute.
4.
I have 4.
I counted wrong.
Does
So
that mean something?
I
missed
get a
that
debt.
That's why I got a debt for
Oh.
1 person in jail.
Yeah, that's rough.
Just to double check the
I
black
needed
market
to
reset
build
again.
some cathedral.
Oh, could you please flip over the next thing?
Yes.
And then all players with 3 or more workers in prison lose 1 virtue.
Oh,
That's
Thank
you.
And then the,
And me.
two,
and then I get a
Uh,
debt.
Drat.
and
Guys
a
doing
gold.
so well.
So I pay my resources, and I get a person
From
from here.
oh, an apprentice. Got it. Oh,
Yeah,
yes, the blue card. I see.
an apprentice. I think I'll take this person.
Do you get the coin that's on them?
I do. That's part of the point. So if people keep skipping it, it's worth more.
Where did you place your dude?
No, I got a person.
Oh, you got
You
a
did
my
get
tablet.
building.
one.
Nice,
Yeah.
cool.
My turn?
Nice.
Okay. Fucker.
Language.
What I want.
Okay.
Okay.
Mary.
2 wood. Please and thank you.
If you would. Here's 8 wood. And my card. And a thing. And a virtue. And a card.
Yeah. Instead of doing this, I could have grabbed a bunch of wood when I did that.
Go ahead, Jason.
I'm not gonna get up there anymore.
Yeah, I had to skip you. So
Corey. Yeah, you had to wait for it in the room and then go up.
yeah,
I think I'm going to get it.
you can do it on your turn right
But
now.
then I won't have any people.
If you run out of people, what you do on your turn is take 1 person back off the board.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
So yes, I'm sorry
That
was
changes
unclear.
my plan. Because I was going to get my people out of jail and then do it, which
You
like
can do it right now, but
I
I-
have time for.
you can do that. I literally cannot do it on my turn.
Yeah.
So if you don't get people out of jail, taking your whole turn just to get 1 person back is kind of a hard way to get your people back.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I will get 1 person back, and then on my next turn I'll get them all out of jail.
Oh, I mean, if you're trying to beat him, then I guess that makes
Yeah,
sense.
but
I
for what
want
it's worth,
to build the cathedral.
I cannot do it. Take your time to do it in jail.
Okay.
To do it in jail. Yeah.
Do it in jail.
Yeah,
To
if
get
you
my
can't do
people out
it
of
by
jail.
your next turn, just get your people out of jail, and then you'll.
And
do your whole
you
turn.
can't do it.
I can't do it.
I'm really far behind.
My goal this game was to build the cathedral.
Good job.
It's my secret goal.
You did it.
Yeah, I saw you working on it. I'm like trying to. I'm like, I don't. I
I
think
had so many people in the
McKenna-
quarry that I just got all of the rocks.
I'm like, I don't know that I
did.
can compete.
And
I'm
that
like,
was
oh,
all I
Slayton, you
needed.
take it. Are you?
Did I go?
Moving
I
on.
did.
Are you getting your people back from jail?
I got my.
She did a swap.
Oh, she did something. I didn't
I
realize
got
she
the
went.
2.
I didn't realize you
Okay.
went.
Remember, I put all the.
No, that it's been a turn since then.
Oh.
Go.
I'd like my people back.
That's why I thought we were talking about the jail thing, because I thought you were going right
I
now.
took
Mary?
a really long time to talk about all that, apparently.
Yes.
I think I want more sticks. That's what happened.
Okay.
Sorry. Let me
How
just
many?
Go ahead and
3, please.
Oh,
Put these
I thought it was
all.
gonna be like 5.
There.
No, 4, Mary. No,
I
you're
have-
not purple.
I mean, like,
you're not
if you
purple.
want to give me more sticks, I
It's
will
fine. You're not
happily
purple.
accept more sticks.
Stop trying to cheat, Mary.
purple.
All right. Ready? My turn.
Your
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah. 2 gold.
To some.
Cathedral.
Hooray!
Yay!
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 Get that virtue.
Yes.
Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. You did this fire. Good job.
Yay!
I'll just finish the pews, I guess.
Okay, so that was literally my entire purpose this game. I will just, I don't know, collect resources now or something.
Draw buildings. See what you can build with buildings.
Oh, look! I'm going to get 2 more of those, which doesn't super matter, but like, cool.
Gets you more victory points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mary?
So excited.
Um,
Because I have the most cathedral.
I'm gonna go ahead and get some more sticks, please.
4 sticks.
It's a lot of sticks.
Okay. My turn.
Your turn.
I'm getting my guys out of jail. Thank you.
Seems like a good
Jason?
thing to do.
I will go here. I have 5 actions.
That's so many!
Yup. So I will pay. I think I'm paying 4 for 8 sticks.
As part of his merchant.
I have
1, 2,
Thank you, I was
3,
confused.
4. Yeah.
Or-
5, 6.
The building and
7, 8.
apprentice book.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So 8 sticks.
You're an architect.
I am.
Of the West.
I had a shiver.
This is. Yes, it does. I'm sorry.
It does. You just have to look for
I
them.
just have to find it.
And...
Is it that
Well, I
one?
guess I took
I
plus
don't
3.
even remember.
And then I'm going to trade
What
3
is
of
it
those
called
sticks
again?
with my 5th action
Oh, right. That's what it's
in
called. again.
for a marble.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna get some cards.
Take 2 cards.
Yes.
Mary?
Okay. I'm going to go over
Seven-handed
here. And
That's
I am
not
going
gonna
to
happen.
trade in, how many is it? 3 of these
That is also
for a marble.
Okay, that's action 1 of 4.
And then.
Yeah.
I was
put
really
this
hoping I
not
was gonna
on
get
the
a
table.
card that I could build.
No. Oh, not with that little amount of resources, no.
3 of.
I mean,
So if I get. How many? And then I have 3 actions left. So 1 virtue. You move me up 1. I'm blue.
that's all of the virtue.
2 virtue.
You
That's
gotta pay
all
off the
of-
debt. She gets to pay off the debt.
Alright, so move me up 1 more.
No, it's just you just stay
You
up
just
top
do
and
that
then just
now.
pay off the debt.
Done.
That's it.
Yeah.
Flip it
debt.
over because
Because you have it, but it's
Yeah.
all done.
Oh,
Um,
and then do I immediately get another victory point?
you
Another.
immediately
more
get
virtue.
another virtue, so you could actually kind of stack paying
That
off
might-
debts that way.
That might only be for when you pay off the debt. That may not be when you just get rid of it with this.
No, that is pay off the debt, but I will look that up.
I don't think it is, because that's just an X, whereas this is the...
That's a flip over.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I suppose.
Well-
So I think it just gets rid of it.
Either
Oh
way,
yes, it may be discard a debt. Yes.
That's fine. So I'll
different.
discard that.
Discard.
And
so now you just have lots of monies.
so then I still technically have
Yes. No, they are.
1 more, right?
Where'd you go?
Yes,
She's
you are
over.
correct. It is
Oh.
unlike
Yeah.
paying off debts. This action has no additional effects. No virtues gained or apprentice abilities activate. Any destroyed debts are instead returned to the debt card pile.
Okay, I put it back.
Good. Cool.
That's
Yes.
it for now.
Do you want to do one more thing?
I don't have one more thing.
You could
Would
get
you
a
like
marble.
to pay off another debt?
I don't have any other debts.
That was a joke. Yeah, you could get a marble.
I might need.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you don't have to take all those actions if you don't
Yep.
have anything to do with them.
I'm gonna do this. Unvirtue me, please.
Yeah, it's not,
Jason?
you get a lot of stuff for that.
Yeah, that's when I have a bunch of gold or silver, I might as well do it, you know.
I am going here. I am playing this for 4 brick,
What's that one?
2 wood.
If you have 0
The
debt at
university.
the end of the game,
It's 2 victory
it's
points.
2 victory
And
points.
for right
Cool.
now, you get
And right now you
one
get a
virtue.
I get
virtue,
1
nice.
virtue.
cool.
3 stone. And 2 of these.
I keep wanting to move up my virtue points.
Go ahead.
Because I get them. Oh, we'll just laugh about and.
I was gonna suggest something, and then I realized that you can't do that.
I can't do anything.
You could you could get a bunch of wood to trade in for your.
You
next
could go to the
turn.
tax stand and just get a bunch of gold, a bunch of silver.
But then I won't have all of the virtue points.
She would lose 2 victory points to get possibly 2 back. I don't know how many
I
points
get
are
2.
there.
No, it would if you could use
Virtue
the
points.
silver to.
That's if you have the most.
If you have 10 silver.
If I
you
have
get-
the most
Oh.
cathedral.
Oh, so at the end, if you have the most, you
That
just get
was
2
the
anyway.
whole-
I get. So you'll go. Well, because if you stay here, you'll end up going here to get 7. My point is, you'll lose the 2.
And then go back
Yeah.
to where I was, and I don't want to do
But
that.
then yeah.
What am I
Like,
going to do with
the
it?
money
I
is worth
don't
points
know.
at
It
the
was a
end.
suggestion. There's a giant pile of.
I mean, it's 1 or 2
Silver,
victory
okay?
points at the end. So.
No, it's fine.
I'm going to get.
I don't know what else you can do to get victory points at this point.
I'm going to get.
Because you have resource. If you go here, you can convert your extra resources to virtue, and then also take that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, that if you do that, that is straight up 1 virtue, which is 2
Oh.
victory points for you. If you go to the
Like,
King's
you're gonna get
Storehouse.
2 at the end anyway, so you might want to take that and then do that.
I'm
Or
gonna
she can
let
make up her
yeah
own
You can do whatever you
line.
want.
yeah. Sorry.
I want all the sticks.
Okay.
Cool.
Take
have
all the
5
sticks.
sticks. All right. Ready? Mary.
Mary
Mary.
doing?
Mary.
Do
What
the
are
thing,
Mary
Mary.
doing? What is Mary doing?
I'm
Building.
the last
Building.
building.
This is the last round. Mary gets 1 more turn. Everybody else gets 1 more turn.
All right, so
I was
3
hoping to have
of
1 more
those,
round because I was trying to get enough
I
to
know.
do this.
4 of these, 1 and 1.
Just by the way, you can still build even though there's no more room.
Yes, I know. I'm doing that.
Oh.
I don't know that there's much I can do for victory points at this point.
So I
Virtue.
immediately lose 1 virtue.
Well, you got a watchtower.
Yeah.
I do have 4 sticks.
Huh.
That's my turn.
Okay. All right. My turn. I'm going to also build. I'm building a castle. It's not actually going to help much, for virtue's sake, but
I was gonna say it's 10 victory points.
it's 10 victory
so-
points.
That's a lot.
So
Oh, yeah, that's long.
I was if I had a couple more turns, I would just drop guys here and just get gold.
Yeah.
Because that would just jump me up the virtue tree. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, that's
Oh,
my
right.
last
Gold
turn.
is worth money at the end.
Yeah,
isn't it?
gold
Yeah.
is worth victory points, which is I was gonna
I
suggest
forgot
to
about
Jen,
that.
but she
I
didn't have
completely
it in
forgot about it.
Jason.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I only would have
Gold
been able to
in
get
marble. 10.
1 gold.
Few people there. All right, so that works out then, because I can go here,
Mm-hmm.
and I have 6 actions there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
That's
going to
so many.
I'm going to convert my 2 wood to go up a virtue,
Yep.
and then for my other 5, oh, I guess I don't have enough money for that. I have 6, so I can get 3 gold.
Okay. Is there anything else that you were going to do?
3.
I don't
He
I'm
has
sorry, where was he?
it's here.
Yeah,
Which
that's
means I
what
can
you
do
do.
these, but I also have these actions, which I've been using
Yeah.
a lot the game.
Cool.
Yep.
Thanks.
So I can convert money to wood and 2 monies to gold.
All right.
So I
cool.
converted the 6, bring 1 more virtue. I can max out on that, and I use the rest of my money to that can go
Mhm.
away to
Yep.
get the extra gold.
Jen?
5 points in 1 turn. That's not bad. Yeah, I put my form around because I was gonna
Cool.
build up
As
here.
a
Although I suppose
well.
it doesn't really matter.
My
I
turn.
got 5 anyway.
I'm gonna
Last
put
turn.
my last guy in the king's storehouse, and I'm gonna get a virtue. And no,
How many virtue? Where
hold
was
on.
You can get
She
2
was
sticks
here.
for
Oh, I-
virtue instead of the clay, but
And
that's
then
it.
that's it.
Cool.
And you triggered it, right?
Yeah, so that's the end of
Yeah.
the game.
Cool.
So now
All
we
right.
count.
So now we count, starting with Jason, because he went first. So, Jason, how many points do you get from your buildings?
I'm
Do
loading
you
my
have-
calculator to
That's
add all
fine.
this. For my buildings, I get 17.
Okay. How many do you get for
Can't see
the
it.
cathedral?
I get 7.
7 for the cathedral.
Plus
How
7.
many for virtue?
I get another 7.
Okay. Any debt? No.
No.
Gold or marble?
You have 3
I have
gold.
3 gold.
Okay.
So plus 3.
What are we at? 34.
Mm-hmm.
Any silver?
Nope, I use almost silver.
Any guys in jail?
No.
Cool.
As far as I know.
So you are at 34.
I have 36.
I have no debt, so I get another 2 from this guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
So I get 36.
I have 36. Because here.
You have
I have 20.
all the cathedral.
I have 27.
Cool.
I have 33. I have 34, 35, 36.
Cool.
Good way to tie.
Mary, please blow us out of the water and be shocking.
I have what are we? So I have 16
So you have 16 for buildings.
plus
You
That
have
helps.
2 from the cathedral.
2 is 18.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
You
race. I'm
have
like, I
7
have other things
from
I want to work
virtue.
on.
And I
I
don't.
see your
yes.
resources. I'm like,
Plus 7
I'll just
from
let her.
virtue.
I'm not gonna.
You have no unpaid debt.
I
Do you
think
have
Kevin
any...
overtaking
No
me
one
anyway.
paid that.
Hem, do you have any gold or marble? No.
I do not have any
Do
gold
you
or marble.
how much silver do you have?
A bunch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I get 1
so plus
for that.
1 more. Yep. And you have no guys in jail.
Plus 1. Plus, I get an extra victory point for every axe person I have, but I
Yep.
only have 1.
Cool.
So it looks like I have.
That's everything.
That's everything. 27.
I'm gonna hit,
Could
not
be
gonna hit enter on your
enter.
Yeah.
27.
27. Okay, 36, 36, 27. All right, so it comes down to me to see if I can beat the tie. I don't think I can, but worth a shot. From buildings, so I
You have
have
a lot of buildings.
I have 20 points from buildings alone. I get 10 from the
Ooh.
castle, 10 from the wood market, and
Oof.
3 from the
Yes, I think you beat
aqueduct.
this.
I don't think so. I also get a
Oh.
victory point per building from
Would
the
you like me to
aqueduct,
math for you?
I was
which
doing
puts
2.
me at
Okay, go ahead.
23. From the cathedral,
12.
I get 12. So that's 35.
Plus 4.
From virtue, I get
You
nothing.
beat this.
From unpaid debt, I get -2.
Oh,
Oh.
there's hope.
So that's 23. I have 1 gold. Oh, I'm sorry.
33, you mean.
33. I have 1 gold, which
Plus
puts me
1.
at 34.
Is that it?
That's it. I'm
Oh.
at 34.
That
What
was very
is-
close.
Oh, that's you. If you
It
have the
would have
most
been
wood
a
and you
three-way
don't,
tie.
I
if you
don't have the
didn't
most
any
amount
debt.
of wood.
so you get 34.
I get 34.
So
You
close.
Yeah.
would it would have been a three-way tie if you didn't have that debt,
Wow.
which would have been
It would have
hilarious.
been, yeah.
Which I only got for the black market reset. So,
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
usually how you get those.
you know, and it's funny because if I had, what did I do on my last turn? I built the castle.
Yes.
If I had another turn past that, if Mary hadn't built her building, I would have been able to drop up here and get 2 more gold.
hmm
So which would have gotten me something.
I wouldn't have been
So-
able to get enough gold. I only would have been able to get 1. But if I went here after doing that, then I
Yeah.
could get 2
Yeah,
more.
apparently it actually worked out that way because originally I was gonna go here, get a bunch of wood, and then turn it in. but
Yeah.
because I was able to just collect gold off the bat, instead it ended up
Yes.
being basically the same.
I was gonna make a joke earlier. In answer to your question, I'm winning because I built the cathedral, and it turns out
Yes.
I was
No, you
winning.
literally were winning. Yes.
Yeah, getting here is
High five, loser side.
yay,
yeah.
good job.
Congratulations. Seriously.
I'm excited that I didn't lose spectacularly because I really thought I was going to.
No, you did
You
great.
did fine, yeah.
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 It turns out building the cathedral was a
Yeah.
great plan.
That was
yeah.
it.
Building a
Mission.
cathedral is the way to go.
Yeah. That's why one of the reasons I started on it early is because it's
Yeah, I started on it too, and then she kind of like I have other
Me.
things. She's taking over.
Yeah, see,
let her
you
take
had all
over.
those like buildings you wanted to build or whatever, and I'm like, nope, give me all the rocks, all of them.
If it weren't for that reset, I
I
would have
had
had
that building,
I would have had that
Mm.
as 2 points.
so I was thinking about like, is it worth me trying to take you over to build this to get the extra 2 points?
I had this one and I didn't think I was gonna get it.
Mary,
because
it's
we were
actually
racing
funny.
at the time still.
If it weren't for this debt, it literally would have been 3 winners and 1 loser.
It would have been 3 winners and
Aw.
1 second place.
And 1 second place.
Thanks, Jen.
Anytime.
Yes.
First,
Hello.
first, and fourth.
That's not how that works.
Well,
you
this
get
is fun.
5th in a 4-player game.
So yeah,
Dumbass.
this is a fun game. I like this game.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
What's really funny is that I had most of my points pretty early on.
I'm gonna change my.
Also, apparently, I'm like really like taking everybody's people.
Yeah.
Who threw anyone in jail?
It's funny because the last time that I remember playing this, there
I
was
feel like
a
it happened
lot.
more.
There was a lot.
Well, we
of
were all
grabbing people.
very focused.
We were all
And so we
just
just
like,
kind of grabbed
I
back
want to
people
do
as
what
needed.
I'm supposed to be, or what I'm
Yeah.
intending to do.
Also,
There was one player whose strategy was throw people in jail and also raid the tax stand.
I mean, that
was
is
that Dan?
Was it Jeff?
That was John.
if you don't go.
Oh, all right.
G.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because if you don't want to take the silversmith, those are the other 2 ways to get money.
You should lean
What
forward.
is-
Hey, now you're in picture. Anyway, no, this was a lot of fun. We should
Mhm.
play this again soon.
Yep.
Preferably, like within like 2 months.
And now it's my bedtime.
Yes, and now it's time for us to sign off. Soldier, thanks for hanging out so much. Thank you for 2 more gifted subs. You are incredibly generous.
You get 2 more thumbs ups.
That's way more than 2 thumbs ups, but
Oh.
here's 2 more. Come on, right?
There we
There we
go.
go. Hey.
Hey.
Thumbs up from everybody.
Anyway, thank you everybody for joining us for Pass the Turn, which is the
Oh, we didn't say that.
technical name of this
Delete the VOD. Do it again.
Segment.
segment. Yes, this show here on KTB TV. I'm incredibly vain. Anyway, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to see more board game content and more strategy content, which hopefully will be happening soon. Actually, very likely this Sunday, Professor Jam and I are going to be playing a one-on-one-ish multiplayer Crusader Kings game. So that should be pretty interesting. So come check that out on Sunday. I normally stream at 7:30 on Sundays and Thursdays. There's a Discord in the description, so you can check out that if you want to chat offline or find out the announcements and stuff. Otherwise, follow in the stupid bell and, get notifications and stuff. So, yeah, even on Twitch, there's a stupid bell.
Yep.
I know. Anyway, thanks for joining me.
Mhm.
I've been Kevin.
I've been Mary.
I've been Jennifer.
I've been Jason.
Thanks for joining us on our game night.
Have a great night.